Great. Shalom. First of all, I want to start this lesson off by giving all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Honors to other brothers who are fervently preaching the word in sincerity and in faith. Shalom to the sincere Aquath, and shalom to the scattered Israelites who are amongst these heathen nations and look like these heathens. Now, this lesson is going to be based on the floods and destruction that happened in the southern Chinese region from a tropical storm. So through the Spirit, I'm going to read this article, get some precepts, and Lord's will, you're edified. It says a southern Chinese region on Wednesday was reeling from the destruction and widespread flooding caused by record-breaking rain from the remnants of tropical storm Maysak. Officials said 6 people were killed and 11 others were missing in the Guangxi region by Tuesday evening. The severe weather forced 130,000 people to evacuate, according to the regional propaganda office. Said some residents were still waiting to be rescued. Lu Xiaofei, who works in Shenzhen, a tech hub near Hong Kong, said her brother's family was stuck at his house in Lu Village in Quintang District. His brother was with his wife, his 9-month-old baby, their parents, and grandfather. Said the water in the house is over one person's height. They have to all move to the second floor. The power has been out since yesterday morning, and now they don't have running water either, Liu told the Associated Press in a phone interview. Others called for help on social media, showing videos of their inundated surroundings following the flooding and highlighting their lack of resources. Local media, Lichai News, reported that snakes from breeding facilities were washed away and were at large in the city of Hangzhou, with some attempting to enter houses. It quoted a villager saying that over a dozen people were bitten. The National Meteorological Center said heavy rain had been battering central, eastern, and southern parts of Guangxi since last Saturday, with cumulative rainfall amounts reaching 4 to 16 inches in some areas. Some hard-hit areas recorded over 35 inches, it said. The weather agency said heavy rain would continue to affect the areas on Wednesday. Some train services were suspended in the region for safety reasons. This is while Guangxi was grappling with floods. Super Typhoon Bobby is expected to hit parts of southeastern China over the weekend. Elsewhere in Asia, severe weather also caused deaths. Landslides triggered by heavy monsoon rains in southeastern Bangladesh killed several Rohingya refugees, including 5 children. Heavy monsoon rains battered parts of neighboring India, leaving over a dozen of people dead over the past few days. Psalm 79:6. Pour out thy wrath upon the heathen that have not known thee, and upon the kingdoms that have not called upon thy name. And China, Bangladesh, and India got hit with some storms from the Lord that resulted in people getting killed and lots of destruction as well. Psalms 9:16. The Lord Yahweh is known by the judgment which he executeth. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands, Higgaion Selah. And these storms and tempests, these tropical storms, these are the judgments of the Heavenly Father. Isaiah 29:6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord Yahweh of hosts with thunder, and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest, and the flame of devouring fire. And we've been seeing that all over the world. The Lord sending earthquakes, storms, tempests, and fires upon these different countries to bring destruction and to wound and kill wicked people. Isaiah 28:2. Behold, the Lord hath a mighty and strong one, which as a tempest of hail and a destroying storm, as a flood of mighty waters overflowing, shall cast down to the earth with the hand. And when it comes to these tropical storms, that's one of the major things is the flooding. Like that one family in the article that I read, they had to move to the second floor because their first floor had gotten flooded. And these tropical storms with their powerful winds cause a lot of destruction, cause power outages, knock over trees, could rip the roofing off of homes. There could be landslides and mudslides, which cause destruction. And this is all the power of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh. Psalms 11:6. Upon the wicked he shall rain snares, fire and brimstone, and an horrible tempest. This shall be the portion of their cup. And you look up the definition of tempest, and it means a violent, windy storm. And tropical storms, hurricanes, and tornadoes fall into that category. Psalms 83:14. As the fire burneth a wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. Verse 15. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. And clearly that's exactly what the Lord is doing. Sending out these storms and tempests to cause power outages, to cause flooding, to cause landslides and mudslides, to cause, destruction and death. And people are rightfully afraid. The problem is that when there is not destruction and death happening around them, a lot of people go right back to wickedness because they only fear in the moment when the chaos is happening. But when everything is calm, these people go right back to wickedness because they lose that fear. So the Lord just has to hit them with a constant dose of judgments. Hebrews 10:31. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. And all of those people were afraid because they didn't know if they were going to live or not. And seeing as we are in the last days, and the scriptures do tell us that in the last days perilous times shall come, we should expect there to be a lot more storms and tempests. Same with the fires and the earthquakes as well. These are all just prophecy coming to pass, and these are all just signs of the times, signs of these last days that we're living in, and also signs of the Lord visiting the world which he made and pouring out his wrath upon these wicked people who anger him daily. So with that, I'm going to wrap it up here. In closing, I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakudash, the Wadi Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Honors to our brothers who are fervently preaching the word in sincerity and in faith. Shalom to the sincere Akwat, and Shalom to the scattered Israelites who are amongst these heathen nations and look like these heathen. Hope you all stay strong, stay safe, stay fervent, stay circumspect, stay prayed up, and Adawan, Ratazah. Till next time, Shalom.